Hi friends,
Hi.
I'm Akshay. I'm 21 years old, freshly graduated from National Institute of Technology, Karnataka, and presently working at Oracle as a applications developer. But you all know that. Let's delve a little deeper today. I was born in Hyderabad, which is a city which is known for its IT culture, just like Bangalore, but it doesn't have the potholes and traffic. That's the only difference. So, my father was in the Air Force. So, I had been in a plane long before I knew how to play with one. Also, this job caused him to travel a lot, and he used to keep getting transferred every 1 or 2 years. So, every 1 or 2 years, me, my mother, my elder brother, our lives would get uprooted and set up in a new place. I used to look at this process as a very negative one, because uprooting is such a negative word. You never uproot anything by will. But slowly my perspective changed. I thought that no, this is not a negative process. I'm going to so many different places, meeting so many different people. I get an evaluation of people. I'm a better judge of where people come from, the diversity that is present in India. So I thought this was overall a good experience. And towards the end of my college or school, I started enjoying this process, trying to take advantage of it. A new start every time I change my position. But life said, wait, let's turn the tables now. It sent me to college. Now, for 4 years, I was set at one place, no more changes. Try adapting to this. But surprisingly, the most eventful changes in my life, they happened in college. And I'm very grateful for that. Let me give you an example, a simple anecdote from my life. In my first year, we were a very boisterous group of people. A senior saw bravado and he thought, let's test them out. He told us there is this waterfall in near our college. It's just 60 kilometers away. Go to that place. There's a small trek. If you guys are really what you claim to be, you will come back with flying colors. We took the challenge with great aplomb. We said, okay, we'll do it. We set out. Those were the days, I think you'll remember 4 years ago, there were no Android phones. But they were very rare. Google Maps wasn't an option to find your way at that time. So we had to go by the old fashioned way, asking people, looking at signs in different languages, trying to decipher them. So we reached this general area around which we knew that this place existed. And we asked around and we came to this really isolated three-way. And we didn't know where to go. So we just asked a passerby and he spoke to us in the weirdest language possible. We couldn't make head or tail, but he started pointing in one general direction. So we started moving towards that point. Our senior had told us that this place, it would take you no more than 1 hour to cover. But he was actually talking about a place that was far away from where we were. And to get to that place, we required an additional 3 hours. So that was an 8-hour journey starting from middle of the day. And we didn't know that at that time. So we kept on walking. Look, there's a rubber estate. Look, there are some trees, some cows there. And we kept walking and it was almost 6 o'clock. And the falls were nowhere near sight. We couldn't even hear the sound of water. So one of our friends, he was very hungry and thirsty. So he went to this small cottage, maybe it belonged to some farmer or plantation worker. He went to this small cottage. He knew very little of Kannada. So he goes there and he says, Auntie Neer Beka, which roughly translates to, do you want water? The lady looked at him and she was astounded by the question and she ran inside. Amongst all this, we could never find out where the waterfall actually was and we headed back. It was late night, there was rustling in the woods, we were all scared. Some of us started praying to God, some of us started praying to the devil also. But finally there was one jeep, we got into it and we got back safely. My friends, this experience taught me that no matter where I am, no matter what my current situation is, there will always be a way out. There will always be some way in which you can extricate yourself and get back to a safe place. And that, I believe, has instilled a sense of bravery in me. According to my friend the timer, I don't have a lot of time, so I'd like to wind up here. Probably we can continue this offline. I'll tell you more about my life. Yeah, I'd like to invite the host.